Yeah, welcome in our next lesson. This is the lesson number 2, and we are here to learn about text editors. We are from HTML Introduction to Text Editors. What is a text editor? Text editor is just like a book, a writing material, but a digital writing material. And we want to understand a text editor. Before that, this is what you need to know about text editors. Assume you want to write a love letter to your wife, or you want to write a letter to anybody. First, you will need a pen. Okay, you will need a paper. A paper will help you write your information. A pen will help you ink the information on the paper. So this one is like a text editor. So this one carries the text, but this is not it. This is just an example. This is what you should understand about text editor. So let me explain the text editor to you as well. Let me explain a text editor before we start using text editor. A text editor is a software, okay? A text editor is a software application that allows you as a person to create and modify plain text, unlike word processor. For word processor, you can make text be bold, you can make text be italic, you can make text be underlined. It's different from the text editor that we use. This is not a word processor. So text editor, it does not add fancy formatting like bold and italic, as we all know. It makes text simple and readable by computer. So text editors are essential for programming, web development. So when you're using a website, or you are visiting a website such as Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, those websites were made through text editors. The codes were written through the support of text editors. Okay, so we have different categories of text editors. Just like book, we have different brands of books. Like you can have a book with its name, but they all function the same. They are writing materials. Text editors work the same. We have categories, or two categories of text editors. We have basic text editor and programming code editors. So for this case, because I will be showing practical on my computer, I will be using basic text editors. So when we talk about basic text editors, I will introduce first the text editors before your screen. These are what we call text editors. They work the same, okay? But these are like brands. They're just like books, but for writing codes, okay? So you can download them on your computer and start writing your codes on these text editors. So examples of text editors, we have Notepad, that is used in Windows. We have Text Edit, that is used in Mac. Then we have Gedit, that is used in Linux. There are so many text editors that most of the people use. We have programming code editors. Programming code editors, we have like Visual Studio, also abbreviated as VS Code. We have Sublime Text. Sublime Text is a lightweight and fast. Visual Studio is free and versatile, and it is the most used text editor, Visual Studio, and that is what we're going to use. Number 3 amongst the programming code editors, we have Notepad++, we have Notepad++, and we have Notepad. In every computer that you have with you, if you are using a Windows computer, I guess you have a Notepad. But Notepad++ can be downloaded. The next we have Bracket. So I will point them to you. So the first The first logo that you see with the name Sublime Text, it is a text editor. You can download it and use it. We have Atom. Atom is also a code editor that you can use. Bracket is also the second most used. We have Visual Studio, the most used by so many people. We have Coffee Cup, and so on. So for this tutorial, we are going to write our first code through the text editor. So these code editors, I call them text editors because they edit text. You can change so many things, but in real sense, they are code editors. They edit your codes, okay? As we said in our introduction, we have elements, we have tags. These code editors can help you edit your codes while using. It's just like a book. You know, when you want to write a message or you want to write a report, you will use Microsoft Word. But when you want to write codes, you don't use Microsoft Word. Rather, you can use what we call code editors. Okay? We also have text editors. We have Microsoft Word and so on. But here we have code editors. They edit codes. Every website that you are using or you are working on, or every website that you love so much, was made or built using code editors. Okay? So as we proceed, what do you think is the code editor that we are going to use? As I say, we are going to use a VS Code. And this, let me show you. This is VS Code. So guys, I want to show you now how we're going to download Visual Studio, a code editor. So this is going to help us edit our codes and also have something that we're going to work on. So welcome to our code editor, VS Code. For VS Code code editor, this is the logo. So go and download VS Code. Enter your browser, any browser that you are using, be it Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Brave browser, or Explorer. Just go and write Visual Studio, or rather, you can visit this site here, code.visualstudio.com/downloads. Then you will get yourself in the VS Code. Inside here, you will get different versions for different operating systems. Now, we are going to use browser, and in this case, I'm going to use Google Chrome browser. And in Google Chrome browser, you remember the code that I gave you? I will also have it on the comments, on the section down here, so that you can just copy and paste it on your browser to download. So just come and write download, just write VS Code or download VS Code. Then go to the first link here. Okay. You remember we said that hypertext markup. So markup, just to remind you, markup is this. You see this text here, it is markup because it is a link. So that was just a by the way. So I will click this link here. Upon clicking that link, I will go to the Visual Studio website, which will allow me download. So if you're using Windows version, you will download Windows version for your computer. If you're using Ubuntu or Debian, you can download the version here. You can also download the RPM to download via the to install via the terminal. You can also download for Mac. For those people who are using Mac, you can still download this and install. So for this, I will download the Windows. Upon download, it will just download, or if it is taking time to download, click direct download. But mine is already downloading. You can see here. it is done. Okay, so we need to install it right now. So for us to install it, I will double click on the VS Code, or you can right click and open for you to download. So you will just accept here and click next. I don't want to click next on mine because I don't want to install, because I have already installed mine and I've installed so many plugins which I will train you on their importance. If I reinstall again, it will affect my plugins and that will conflict some of the things that I'm doing. So I will just cancel that and assume we've installed our plugin. And now I will go straight to VS Code. Upon downloading and finishing the download, it will look like this. It will look like this. Let me remove this. It will look something like this. This is the interface of Visual Studio. As you can see, the logo is there. So we want to start building our first website. Okay, and we are going to use elements and tags. So this is the interface of the code editor, VS Code, and this is how it is. And now people will ask, how do we start using VS Code? Of course, we want to start using VS Code, writing codes, but in our next lesson we're going to start writing our codes right away.